for joining me. Today we're going to do a whole little segment on eyeliners. I have lots of questions from clients and from friends about eyeliners and different shapes of eyes for different eyeliners, and well, should I wear a flick or should I not wear a flick, or should I do a line or what line or where to put the line, and tons of questions. But today we're just going to focus on the different eyeliners that are out there on the market and the different looks that those different eyeliners give you. So we're having a bit of a MAC day today. We're using lots of MAC products. And today we're going to focus on looking at a gel eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner, a powder eyeliner, and a pencil eyeliner. And I'm going to demonstrate them on my eyes so you'll actually be able to see. I'm going to like put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, that kind of thing. And you'll be able to see the different looks, the different impressions that those different eyeliners give you. For those who wear black eyeliner in their waterline underneath, I've got a great professional tip at the end of this video, so continue watching if you want to see that. Also, I wanted to say a shout out to MB Makeup and Beauty. Michaela, thank you so much for sharing my videos, girl. I super appreciate the support. And for all the students that you teach, which I believe are level 3 students at Barnfield College, shout out to you makeup monsters. So let's get going, guys. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's start with gel eyeliner. We're going to be using Blacktrack from MAC. It's a really good classic one, and a lot of brands do this kind of thing. You know, I know that Bobbi Brown also have a really, really good one too, which I also use sometimes. And we're just going to apply that with an angle brush to my eyes. And what I do is I kind of get all the product on there and then kind of take off both sides, get it onto the very tip of the liner brush just here. And what I normally do is start from the outer corner, draw down into the middle of the eye, turn the brush around so the longer end of the angle is on the inner corner, and then draw back. So we're starting off with the longer angle on the outer corner, so drawing like this, kind of mapping out where I want my flick to be, and then literally just drawing it down and straight across like this. And then I'm just going to fill in, and this is what's really important, I find, on eyeliner. You need to fill in by the lash line. So now I'm going to flick the brush round so the longer angle of the brush is on the inner corner of my eye, and then draw back. I don't have to do this all in one stroke either, so feel free to kind of do small strokes to get to where you have to get to. If you want to do quite long strokes, I find it kind of easiest to pull my eye and stretch it like this, and then draw in longer strokes. So this is the finish that you get. It's quite a matte finish. It's not overly glossy. It's also waterproof as well. So it's really, really helpful if you want to kind of put your eyeliner on and know that it's not going anywhere by the end of the night. For a makeup artist, this has got to be like an absolute must-have in your kit. I have to say, I don't go on any job without this eyeliner, because this is so versatile. You can do so many different things with it. For those who are looking for a first-time eyeliner, it's great because you can apply it with a brush, and the brush really helps to control exactly where you place the eyeliner. You can get very good sharp lines with the brush as well, and it really helps to pick up the product and lay down the product as well. They come in like little tubs like this, and the only thing I would say about these is that to make sure that you definitely close them really, really tightly, because if you don't close it very tightly, you'll find that the product dries out, because it is a gel. It will dry out and you're left with this kind of like hard mess, and you can't do anything with it after that, but you can. So here's another little tip for you. So it's a digression slightly, but I have to tell you this tip. If you want to make sure that your eyeliner doesn't dry out, or it has dried out and you need to fix it, here is what you do. Actually add a little bit of oil to it. So if you add some oil to the product, I have actually used kind of like essential oils and things like that. Sometimes you could probably use actually a little drop of olive oil in it, but only a small amount. Don't go creating like a whole little mess there with olive oil. No, stop. Just a drop. So a little drop of olive oil in there. I've actually also used something like argan oil in this as well, actually. I have used before. Josie Maran does one, which is sold on Sephora. And if you have any of that, you can literally just place a drop in there and just stir it up, and you'll find that it will set again and kind of reform back into its gel-like state. I can't say it's ever as perfect as when you first get it, but it will certainly save you a pot of eyeliner, because otherwise you kind of just have to throw it away, because, you know, when it's dried, as for those who know, like nothing comes out of it after that. So on to pencil eyeliners. We're going to be using this Teddy Kohl pencil from MAC. I love this eyeliner. This is like one of the godfather products of eyeliners. It's a chocolate brown pencil with gold reflex in it. Absolutely great, and I'm going to be using that on my right eye. Now for pencil eyeliners, I tend to pull my eye quite a lot because then you can actually stretch the eye and really get into the different grooves right by the lash line. And I'm literally just putting it in quite short strokes across the lash line, as so. So pencil eyeliners are generally quite soft, especially the one that I've used. It's very kind of like meldable. Meldable, is that even a word? We're going to make it a word. So it's very meldable. You can smudge it, you can smoke it. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing now. I'm going to be using this 219 brush from MAC. And again, just put in my eye, and I'm just going to soften that and just make it a little bit smokier. So pencil eyeliners are really great for those people who want like a daytime makeup. They don't want to wear really harsh makeup. They don't want to kind of go through the drama of doing like a gel eyeliner or a liquid liner. And you can clearly see how it still gives definition to the eyes, it still gives definition to the eye shape, but without it looking as sharp and as defined as we did on this side over here with the gel liner. So onto our most natural of eyeliners. For those who buy a palette of eyeshadows, you can always use the dark colour as an eyeliner. And this is great, especially for those who don't want to use or wear like a flick on the eyes, but they want to have some definition on the eye shape and they don't want it to look like it's too much. This is absolutely perfect. So going back in again with an angle brush, again I'm using the 263 angle brush from MAC. And today I'm going to use Carbon, which is the black eyeshadow just in this palette just here, which looks like this here. Taking that onto the very edge of my angle brush, and all you're doing is pressing it into the lash line. It just gives a really nice soft definition to the eyes without being too much. And what I also love about it is the fact, because it's powder, it tends to get right in between the lashes. So you really gonna get that kind of definition around the eyes, and you don't get this kind of gap between where your lashes are and where your eyeliner is, which I think always doesn't look hot at all. And this way it really kind of wiggles down, and you can use your lashes as a kind of base to kind of rest the brush against, you know. And again, this time you're not actually drawing lines whatsoever, you're actually just kind of like patting the product on. So for those who like a very minimal and a very soft, defined look to the eyes, this is an absolutely perfect technique. So by total contrast on the other side, I'm going to be using a liquid liner, and that's going to give me the most dramatic of all eyeliner looks. The one I'm going to be using today, again, is from MAC, and it's called Point Black, and it's a liquid lash liner. Now these eyeliners do not move. Once they are on, they are not going anywhere. They're absolutely fantastic for bridal makeup. Also for any makeup, which is kind of waterproof, and you actually need to use an oil-based remover to get this stuff off. Now, if you find that your liquid liner is quite clumpy on the inside and you're a little bit nervous about applying it, again, the best way to apply this is actually to decant some on your hand and actually use an angle brush to apply it, because you get much more control than you do with the brushes that actually come with this. So I'm gonna go in for the kill here, and I'm gonna apply it straight with the brush that it actually comes with. Wish me luck. So I'm going to succumb. I'm actually going to do my flick with an angle brush. So I'm going to decant some into the palm of my hand on here and actually apply it using an angle brush. Now this stuff sets quite quickly, so you haven't got that much playtime with it. You have to actually use this quite quickly. So popping this onto my angle brush, I'm going to map out my flick now. So So as you can see, this is quite a black eyeliner, you know, it really has quite a good depth of pigment in it. And it has a slightly kind of glossier, shinier effect. Now, I get quite watery eyes, and I have to say on a night out, I generally find with most eyeliners, it tends to start getting all a little bit smudgy on the inner corners of my eyes, you know, you get that kind of like cat gunky thing. But this is probably one of the only eyeliners that doesn't tend to move on this inner corner of my eyes just here. So this gets a really big thumbs up. But do feel cautious, you know, when you are using it. And if you are feeling a little bit uncontrolled, then get out your angle brush and apply it using your angle brush. So I'm just going to even up my eyes now. Okay, so as promised, for all those who wear black eyeliner in their waterline, this is the top tip for you. Now, most people kind of just apply it underneath, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So literally pull their eyes down and just work that into the waterline. The pencil that I'm using is Smoulder from MAC. Really, really smudgy black pencil, really good black, very, very deep. I'm just working that. Oh, it feels really ticklish today. In the waterline. And it looks like this. But as you may know, the kind of same waterline that you have underneath, you almost have like a waterline on top here as well. Now, for those who are not very eye phobic, you can get your pencil and get right in there. But for those who are a little bit more eye phobic like me, what I'm going to do is do kind of like a double layer underneath. So go back in again underneath and make sure I've got a really, really good, fresh black eyeliner in my waterline. And then I'm going to squeeze together really tightly. And you'll find that it's printed up above. And now you actually find that the eyeliner has kind of gone all the way around the eye, so you haven't got this like lip of skin showing at the top there. Can you see? And you can repeat that process as many times as you need to. When you close together and you squeeze, you have to make sure you do like really squeeze, like scrunch up your face squeeze. I know that was probably quite an ugly face that I made, right? And it really helps that eyeliner to really kind of imprint onto that upper waterline so you don't get this kind of lip of skin still showing. So now my whole eye looks like it's kind of surrounded with black eyeliner, which is the look that I want to achieve. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that kind of clarified some eyeliner dilemmas you may have. We will come back though at a later point, and we will do eyeliners for different eye shapes. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on this channel, so watch out for it. Thank you for subscribing. Any comments and questions, please leave it below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.